Hello and welcome to the What Did You Think podcast, everyone's favorite podcast that stars Cameron and Ben that takes place in Indiana.
Yep.
This is episode
25.
25.
Yeah, the big
If
25.
our episodes were hours, we would be one day in an hour. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Uh so I'm gonna go ahead and just this is not a movie review today because I'm gonna be in Florida this whole next week. So um if that's the case, we're not going to be able to review any new movies. So what we've decided to do, so you guys don't have to be all lonely and without episode, we are going to do a tier list of how excited we are for upcoming movies and TV shows of the 2023 year. How many things are we talking about today, Ben?
well, lucky for us, there are only 50 movies coming out next year,
Mm-hmm.
in
We
TV
didn't miss
shows.
any of them.
So, yep, not one that we miss or take off. So we are going to be making a tier list on how excited we are to see these movies and shows.
We have 50 mostly movies. There are a few TV shows in here. 50 things. Now, here are some things I need to get out of the way first. One, some of these posters are fan made because the posters don't exist yet. Two, some of these are unconfirmed. But I had found at least one article that said that it might come out this year, so I added it. And three, there was something else. Oh, there's no particular order. It's just alphabetical, so as not to play favorites. So the tiers we have here, instead of S through F, we have seeing it opening night, which for streaming shows, that doesn't mean we put all streaming shows in the stream it tier. That just means this is a general how hype you are about it kind of thing.
Yeah.
So opening night, catch it in theaters, rent it, stream it, never watching it. I say we just jump right into it.
I'm excited. Let's start with it.
Starting
What is
first
our
with
first?
Agatha Coven of Chaos from Marvel Studios.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a Disney Plus TV show. I'm going to speak for both of us. Just go ahead and say that.
Fine. I'm not excited for that at all.
I'm not excited for it at all. I feel a contractual obligation to watch all Marvel properties.
I will catch an episode and decide from there. So
I'll just say this.
Yeah.
This for me, I thought I don't think Agatha needs her own thing. I think Disney Plus TV shows are still catching, like trying to figure out how to operate themselves. And this comes out before the Daredevil show. So I'm gonna have to sit through this waiting for the Daredevil show they're making.
Wait, is there the Daredevil show on this list?
No, because it comes out next year.
So how is Agatha on our 2020?
Because they're as of right now, they're releasing 3 TV shows this year, I think. We'll find all of them. And okay, so Phase 5 has a few TV shows. All of them come out this year except for
I understand
Daredevil.
this. I understand this. So then but you just said, oh, Agatha comes out before.
Right.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. My bad.
Up next, we have the Ahsoka TV show, also on Disney Plus.
If I couldn't be more excited to stream this, then no, yeah, I'm definitely streaming it. I'm not excited for this at all.
See, I am actually currently, I don't know. If we look here, this is the Clone Wars on Disney Plus. I am currently going through the Clone Wars because a lot of the Disney Plus shows coming out recently rely on knowledge from the Clone Wars. So I'm not watching this opening night, even though I probably, if I was caught up, would. I gotta watch all the Clone Wars, all the Rebels, all of Resistance, and Bad Batch, just so I can feel ready to watch this.
Wow.
So
that is terrible.
Aquaman, The Lost Kingdom.
I am not going to watch this.
You're never watching it?
I'm never watching
I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna rent it.
So hold on. We should probably I mean, if
we'll
you're
talk
more
about it.
I'm
just placing this here. But we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to watch it because I hated the first one so much.
Yeah.
And I do not want to waste my time watching Aquaman 2.
Yeah. Here's how I've been. Oh wait, I don't want to rent it. I want to stream it. Here's how I've been with the DC movies. New characters. So Shazam's first movie, Black Adam, all that stuff. I'll watch it in theaters. Sequels, if I like it, I'll watch it. Or if I'm like, I have to have a reason. Otherwise, I'll catch it because I'm interested in like superhero stuff, and I want to see if DC will ever figure themselves out. But as far like, I didn't watch Shazam 2 in theaters. I'm waiting for that to come out on HBO Max. I feel like Aquaman's gonna be the same thing. But yeah.
Cool.
Also, level of hype doesn't mean if I have a random day one day and I just want to go see this, I'm not gonna see it.
Yeah,
This isn't
exactly.
contractual. This is not a contractual thing. You can break it if you want. Anyway,
Mm.
Astro City.
I'm opening night for this movie.
Yep. I don't know
One
anything about
person,
it.
but one person makes me want to be opening night for this, and her
Say it
name is
with
Hong
me. Hong
Chow.
Chow. Yes. Honestly, Wes Anderson, anything Wes Anderson, I'll be
Mhm.
there opening night. All you have to do is see the long list of names that are attached to this. Not just Hong Chow, but also like Steve Carell and
Just
Wes
Steve.
Anderson and everyone, it's
From the
gonna be
looks of the
crazy.
trailer too, it's really beautiful and just gets me really excited because I mean Wes Anderson, like his last movie was French Dispatch, which is criminally underrated.
Underrated. I want to see how he follows that up, honestly.
Yeah, we'll see.
Barbie,
Opening night
opening night for
easily.
sure.
Um,
I'm so intrigued by this movie, man.
me too. Like, and the Michael Sarah reveal in the trailer is the best part
Yeah,
of the trailer for me. I
yeah.
just get super excited, and I see it just a caked up Michael Sarah. Like, I, I'm ready.
Yeah. Barry, season 4.
Yeah, we got 3 opening nights in a row
Now,
for
while I
this one.
want in my hype levels, I want to see this opening night. And realistically, logistically, I'll be in Florida, so I won't be able to. But
Also, when this episode is coming out, Barry season 4 episode 1 will have already been out. So,
yeah,
Cameron, it was a pretty good episode.
it
Just letting
was
you know.
great. Yeah. Um, no, dude, I don't even know how they're gonna move on. I haven't
Who
watched the
knows?
trailer, so I have no idea.
That's
Uh,
crazy.
the Bear season 2. I have not seen the Bear yet, so this has all been.
Okay, so these are basically my castmates. I mean, you can really get into detail if I got the audition or not. You know what I mean? But I'm excited for this. I'm not opening night because they didn't give me the part, but I will catch it in
All
theaters.
right, all right. Bo is afraid. How are you feeling about this, Ben?
This is interesting because I'm a big fan of Ari Aster, and this trailer it's a really hard read on what this is. Like, I don't want to go and watch a scary movie, and some of it looks scary, but some of it also looks like very humorous. So I don't know, and I think the trailer's too vague for me to really get a grasp on what it is I want to
Right.
watch. So I'm gonna probably just put it in the rent it section for the
I'm gonna
simple
catch it.
sake.
I was gonna say catch it in theaters
That's fine. You can go with catching. I'm like on the grasp of like I
because
want to see it. I
my
just
thought
like
process is very similar to yours. It's interesting. Like this poster is interesting. The first trailer, which is the only trailer I'm gonna watch, is interesting. I just don't know enough about it to be like
hyped for it.
extremely excited for it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Blue Beetle.
I'm never watching this at all.
Really? I'm gonna
Are
rent
you
it.
what?
Yeah, man. Like I
Dude, that
said,
trailer is one of the worst
it's
trailers
pretty
I've
bad, but
seen.
I like Blue Beetle. And also it's a first movie, right? Like I said, I put first movies of a character over a sequel. This is a first for Blue Beetle.
Looks
Um,
terrible. I'm never watching it.
yeah. The Boys season 4.
I'm excited for this. I really am. With my brother just recently watching this.
Mhm.
For the first time, we've kind of like caught each other. Oh, he's caught me up on like because I haven't seen it in a while. And
Right.
I'm pretty excited for this. I'm a catch it in theaters person. I'm not well, no, I'll catch it in theaters. I'm not gonna stay up late and watch it.
Right.
So because like that's my view of opening night is like, do I want to stay up till 11 o'clock and watch
Right.
Barry or whatever? You
Right.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah,
I
no,
haven't seen The
I'll
Boys, so I don't know if I ever will. So I'll follow
yeah.
your thing there. Also, since I said rent it and you said never watch it for Beetle, should we put it and stream it?
You care more about it than I do, so you can do whatever you want with
Okay. The Community movie. This is the thing I was saying where only one
it.
article said it might come out this year. So
Absolutely, opening night.
yeah, I hope
Uh,
this gets a theater run. It's just supposed to be on Peacock, but I hope it
there's
gets a
no shot
theater
it gets
run.
a theater run, but if it does, Cameron and I will be there.
Hmm. speaking of Peacock, the Continental, um, from the world of John Wick. It's a 3-episode miniseries about the Continental Hotel in the 1970s. I'm intrigued by it, but I'm not excited for it.
Me too. There's nothing to really go off of besides what you said. I'll watch it, but like I said with the boys, and probably even like I'll probably wait a few days. If I like hear the show is good, then I'm probably gonna watch it.
Yeah,
But
it
if I
being
see
three
some bad reviews,
episodes is making it more enticing for me. If it was
yeah,
like a 7, 8 episode miniseries, I'd probably even put it down and stream it. But it's short enough, and I like John Wick. I hope that
yeah. I just
I've
don't want
always
them to
thought that
ruin the brand.
Yeah, I've always thought that the rules in John Wick work because they're so undefined. So you can literally, like I said in the John Wick review, watch it if you haven't, that you could just kind of pull anything out of thin air. This show might try to explain some of that away, which I don't like. But
Yeah,
I don't want to judge it too harshly based on a guess.
yeah.
Dune Part 2.
I'm extremely like I'm an opening night for this movie. Like
Yeah.
I'm really excited for this. I know you didn't like the first Dune.
I didn't like it, but I also didn't give it a fair shot. I did fall asleep.
Wow.
It's pretty dense for me. There's a lot going on, and not a lot going on in the sense of like so much action. It's just there's a lot that you have to try to remember and keep track of and learn as you're watching.
Right.
That's
It's
not my
a
thing, but I understand
yeah,
that it is your thing.
it's a real difficult movie. But I love the journey.
Yeah. And
And yeah,
I'm
I'm
excited for
super
people
excited.
to get something they enjoy out of Dune 2. Echo.
Yes, I'm
Yes.
excited for this
I'm gonna
because
I'm
of
gonna
Daredevil.
Daredevil's in it.
I'm gonna
Uh
catch it in
I'm gonna
theaters. I
catch
might
it in
not.
theaters because Daredevil is getting his own show.
Yeah,
Daredevil's in this. That's why I'm the most excited for it. Echo was a cool character. I don't know if she can carry her own show, but Daredevil is enough. Uh Elemental.
I want to be as a big Pixar fan. I really want to be on board and really excited for this, but it's kind of hard to. The trailer looks nice. The colors look pleasing, but it seems like we're kind of getting another basic story on like uh nature versus nurture type thing.
Yeah,
So
this very much could just be Zootopia again, but
yeah,
I also the art style is enough for me to be intrigued by it, honestly. And Pixar does have a way of sometimes just catching
right.
you unexpectedly.
And I will
So
probably cry at the movie because it is Pixar.
yeah,
So
I'm gonna catch
yeah,
it in theaters.
me too.
The Eric Andre Show season 6.
I'm not even sure why this is on our list because Cameron and I have probably not seen a full season of the Eric
Oh, I
Andre
thought you
show.
were like a big fan. That's why I put it on here.
No, I like Eric Andre. I think he's
I've
hilarious,
never
but
seen a single episode.
I haven't seen a single episode either. I've just seen multiple like montages of clips.
Yeah.
So if I'm ranking the next set of clips I'm about to get, I'm gonna catch it as soon as they release it. So
wait.
no, it's a solid like stream it tier. Like
All right.
I'm not excited for the show, but
I feel like we need to say like we probably assume this will be higher quality than these other projects on the list.
absolutely,
But in
absolutely.
terms of our personal experience with the show, this is where it sits.
Yeah, yeah.
Extraction 2.
I'm pretty excited for
I
this
was
one.
not excited for this until I saw the trailer, the teaser they put out for it. Oh my gosh, it looks amazing.
Really? I haven't seen the
Yes.
trailer.
Do you remember the fight scene in RRR where that guy
There's so
fights
many.
like a million people? It's like the first fight scene with that guy.
Is that the one with the tiger?
Someone throws a rock at a picture frame and they're like,
Oh
arrest
yeah,
that
yeah,
man. They
yeah.
do that, but like realistically in the trailer. And
What?
it's all one take.
So yeah, I'm excited for this.
I
I love the first one. It's really
yeah.
good. You're gonna watch it as soon as it releases?
I'm gonna catch it in theaters.
Yeah.
Because as much as I enjoy this is like if John Wick was less interesting, like in terms of the world.
Yeah, and the story is really not all there with Extraction, but you do enjoy the like
The
action
action is
scenes that you
great.
get it.
I do remember like being really hype about the one take in the first one, but I don't really remember much else. So
I know Chris not Chris Evans. I think Chris Hemsworth is like really good for that role too. It's
yeah,
like he doesn't play himself, which it feels like he does play himself in a lot of movies where he is like this jokester. Like, yeah, he's always handsome. You know what I mean? But it's with this, honestly, this sounds weird. but I think this is a better performance than like what Thor is, because it's like, at least comparing it to the new Thor movie. Where it's like I'm not like watching Chris Hemsworth. I'm watching like I can just believe this is like an action guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not like okay, whatever.
Yeah. Breaking news. We have Isaac Brook on the line to talk about Extraction 2.
Yo,
Isaac.
yo, yo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey, yo, yo, yo. What's good? What's good?
It's good.
Just watched this, and I thought it was so good that I called Cameron. Can't believe I called him at the time that they were talking about this.
That's crazy that it
Perfect
timed up
timing.
perfectly.
It's so perfect. And I don't know. My initial thoughts. I'm assuming Ben's asking what did I think. I can't really hear him. But my initial thoughts is it looked very good. Just I like how they showed us one fight scene, and also it kind of looked like a raid fight scene almost.
Yeah, that's
with
what I was
just
thinking.
the chaos ensuing around them. But yeah, it looked really good. I'm excited for it. Can't believe that guy Chris Hemsworth is still doing this with amnesia.
All right.
He has.
Dementia. So Isaac, I have a question for you. In regards to Extraction 2, would you catch it opening night, just catch it in theaters, rent it, stream it, or never watch it?
I would. Okay. Well, hold on. There's a plane above me. Hold on.
Bro, always thinking about the quality of the podcast. That's the number one fan right there.
I should have told the plane not to come by. I'm sorry. Sorry, what you thinkers.
All right.
Keep thinking, but yeah, I would honestly with a movie like this, after just seeing that teaser, I would probably see it opening night in a theater. But I don't know if they're doing a theater release.
Right, but just hype levels, you'd watch it opening night.
Yeah, just with that teaser alone, because that teaser was sick.
All right. Thank you, Isaac Brooks.
Hey, keep thinking.
Keep thinking.
Well, I guess we put it opening night then.
No, we can leave it here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fast X.
I'm not watching this. Really?
I've only seen the first two Fast and Furious.
So you're gonna
movies.
catch up on the 8 of them to make sure you catch this one on the streaming service?
Yeah, why not? If I catch up eventually, I will want to see, because my goal is I want to see all the Fast and Furious movies. Because as of right now in the series, they're still normal racing movies. I want to see the escalation, you know? I know that they go to space in 9, I think. And I want to know how they get there.
9 is the only one I've seen besides the first one.
Yeah.
And you could say I'm missing context, but it legitimately is the like if you watch the trailer, I think my brother says it in such an accurate way. He puts it in such a good way where he says like they're sitting in the writer's room and they come up with a good like action idea and then they build the movie around that. So it's like, guys, what if we send a car to space? All right, now let's figure out how they get there.
Right.
And I think they just build it off of a really cool idea, and then they just show that 20 times in the trailer, to where like nothing is exciting in the movies.
Right, but I feel like, I mean, it's pretty popular.
Yeah, it's pretty popular. You have Vin Diesel, you have Michelle Rodriguez, you have John Cena. It's like you have Ludacris.
Right, I forgot about that. The one thing that I wish, like, I can't be too upset about this because I haven't seen the movies. Just conceptually, the whole stuff with the contracts and like these people are like not allowed to have this many more punches than this person, and this actor's not allowed to lose, and all this kind of stuff. Knowing that in the back of my mind, I know even if that wasn't there, the movies would probably be around the same thing anyway. But in the back of my mind, knowing that these people are contractually not allowed to lose might take away from some things.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not excited at all for it. I'll never watch it. But yeah, you can keep it in your stream.
The Flash.
This is another one I'm probably not gonna watch. It's
Ever?
like not ever. Like I am so disinterested in the DCEU. Like it's so hard to get into it. And I know I understand with the trailers, it's like showing Batman and all this. It's like I get it. People are excited for this, and I'm separating the art from the artist here because so we all know Ezra Miller, but like when I watched the trailer, I'm like, this is going for what just looks like a bunch of cameos. And for me, and I mean, I like the story of Barry Allen, but I watched the first season of The Flash and I was satisfied with that. I don't really need to see another like different timeline of what if the Flash does this because he's super fast.
Yeah, I will say I was on board with you I probably still would have watched it, but I was on the same line of thinking as you until I started hearing what people who have seen it are talking about. James Gunn, who is now taking up the DC universe, says that this is one of the best superhero movies he's ever seen. Tom Cruise specifically requested that he watch it early and said it's like fantastic. So, and when I told that to Eli, by the way, he said, "Oh, so the guy who made it and the guy who drinks baby blood liked the movie,"
Yeah.
which is a fair point. But, but in terms of like, usually, no one's saying anything crazy about Aquaman 2. No one's like, "I watched this early. This is one of the greatest movies I've ever seen." They are saying that about the Flash, and what makes like Warner Brothers plays so fast and loose with their actors. The fact that they're trying so hard to keep Ezra Miller on board means that I think that they have something good with this movie. So I'm gonna catch it in theaters.
Yeah, let's meet in the middle for this one.
You wanna
like
rent it?
let's rent. I'm gonna rent it. Okay.
All right, that's fair. One thing I will not meet in the middle with you for is Five Nights at Freddy's.
I am so excited for this movie.
I'm so curious.
Yeah.
How do they do this?
I'm not seeing it opening night. Don't get me wrong.
I
But
am. I can tell you one fact that will change your mind on that.
let's hear it.
You know, Purple Guy from the timeline. Oh, by the way, Ben's experience with the Five Nights at Freddy's is on the drive back from the Chicago trip. We watched the first 3 episodes of Matt Pat's full timeline series.
I've recently finished it.
Oh, I actually haven't yet.
Okay.
Anyway, you know who plays Purple Guy?
Who?
Matthew Lillard, also known as live action Shaggy from the Scooby-Doo movies.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Opening night, baby.
So
there.
yeah, I'm ready. How are they gonna do this movie? I don't know. Is it gonna be good? I don't know. Is it gonna be scary? I don't know.
As we debated on the Megan episode, the Blumhouse is not like the Blumhouse gets a pretty bad rap for some of the good movies they're able to put out there. So I don't know.
This
how
could
this will
really
go.
be either way. Looking at Blumhouse's record,
This is what's going to decide it for me. What is it rated? If it comes out
Yeah,
PG-13,
it's
I'm gonna.
PG-13
If
for
it's
sure.
PG-13, I'll catch it in theaters. If it's rated R, that will really pique my interest because that means they're just kind of doing with the franchise what they want.
It's not gonna be rated R because Scott's games are T.
Yeah, but you never know. You never know.
I mean, I feel like it's pretty obvious this will be PG-13.
It kind of has to be because of the fan base, but at the same time, and I honestly I don't think you need an R rating, but if they go R rated, that means that they are really like just kind of diving in, doing whatever they want.
Yeah. All
Uh
right.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Oh, I'm opening
Opening
night for
night.
this one.
Dude.
It looks like the most emotional MCU movie we're getting, I could not be more excited for this.
This is a rare example of like I watched the trailer for this. I had this with Black Panther 2, where like I'm losing interest in all these future Marvel stuff, but this gave me the old Marvel feel of
Right.
like pure hype for this.
Yeah.
Just hearing people talk about being on set for this and how sad they were to like leave this franchise behind, and this is really exciting for me, and I'm sure for you and all other Marvel fan.
Yeah.
All
right.
This might be like one of the first movies to make me cry in a theater, I think.
Maybe for you. I cry at everything.
The Haunted Mansion on Disney Plus.
Okay. I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Lakeith Stanfield and Stanfield. I think that's what I said. Anyways, I'm a big fan of him. I really like him as an actor. And I enjoyed The Haunted Mansion when I was a kid. And I think it will be good. I really do. So I'm definitely gonna rent it. I'm not like super excited for this, but I'm like, yeah, I'll definitely watch it.
My mother is a massive fan of the Haunted Mansion. Just the actual thing at Disney and the Muppets version and the Eddie Murphy version. And so she's just a huge fan of this IP. If it was up to me, I'd probably never watch it, but my mom will probably force me. So I'll catch you up in the rented as well.
Nice.
The Hunger Games, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, or something like that. The Ballad of, I don't know. It's a prequel to the Hunger Games about President Snow. I have the book. I've never read it.
I'm gonna watch this one in theaters.
Really?
Because like, hear me out. If this movie came after like a year or two after Mockingjay, this would be much lower on the list. but the fact that it's been a very long time since we've gotten a teen dystopian movie and it's out of like, its era at this point,
Mhm.
I'm very interested on why they're still going with this. So I think it could be good. I'm a big fan of the Hunger Games. I liked them a lot. What about you? What do you think?
I might use this as an excuse to rewatch the other movies because I've been wanting to do that anyway. I'm not super excited about it. I don't think when I think of the Hunger Games, I don't think, man, I want to know more about President Snow.
Yeah.
Uh, but I don't know. It could be interesting, I guess. I feel like it could be interesting, I guess. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
as excited as you are, but I'll catch it in theaters.
Nice.
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
I'll hear your opinions first.
I've never seen an Indiana Jones movie.
Okay, I've seen one, and it's really good.
Yeah,
I need to watch the rest of them. I'm a big fan of the one I've seen. I hear they're good. Another one reason why I'm really excited for this is because the person that's making the movie is the director of Logan and Ford v Ferrari.
yeah.
So, both movies are
I need to
very
still
good.
see Ford v Ferrari.
I love Ford v Ferrari. I know a lot of people don't care for it. And a lot of people think it's overrated. I personally really like it. It's just a fun movie that like you can just sit back and just enjoy. Like, because I don't care about racing, but it
Yeah.
got me like really interested in like what they were doing and really caring for how they're doing the stuff.
I don't
So
know what it's about. I kind of want to keep it that way because I haven't seen it yet. Ford v Ferrari, but I've literally 100% of the people I've talked to have seen it said it's like amazing.
yeah, I love it. But if for Indiana Jones, I would say I'm definitely going to catch this one in theaters. I think I need to watch the rest of them first.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll
but
use this as an excuse to watch the other ones. Honestly,
yeah,
if I
well,
had,
you don't need an excuse because they are like, you know what I mean? Those
I
are
know, but
like
I
the
want to catch up.
classics.
You know how I am with stuff. I want to
Yeah,
see everything.
yeah.
Invincible season 2.
Oh, I'm so excited for this. I'm
Yeah,
so
man.
excited for this.
Uh,
I can't watch it opening night for the simple sake that like Sarah hates this type of stuff.
yeah.
So
Did
but
she try the first season?
she tried the first episode and she could not, she hated it. She
Well,
doesn't
I'm
like
sure
the
she,
innocent
yeah.
and then like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Same
yeah.
thing like why she doesn't like the process of the boys.
I couldn't watch
So
The Boys for that reason. I that's why I haven't seen it yet.
really?
Yeah, it was just
That's
more digestible in this because it's animated.
that's true. It's pretty rough. Invincible is, and I'm really mentally, I'm opening night. Just physically, I cannot watch it
Yeah.
when it airs on Amazon Prime.
I'm so interested in this just because, well, first of all, I'm the only person in my family who didn't immediately after finishing season 1 look up what happens in the comic.
Wow, what?
Why
I
would
have
you
no
do
clue what
that?
happens.
All I
No
know
way.
concerning the comic is that season 1 is like the first few pages.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too.
But like my dad and my brother immediately went and looked up everything that happens.
That's ruining it.
Not only is that ruining the show, that also ruins the comic. Like, just read the comic at that point.
That's true. Okay. Yes. Yeah. L by your family. I'm super
Yeah.
excited though.
I think you should leave season 3. I will take no arguments why this is opening night. I'm
I'm not gonna argue with you.
I'm gonna watch the whole season probably in one sitting. Isaac, if you're listening, I'd love to watch it with you because he's the only other person except for Eli. I think Eli's seen it. Yeah, I've probably set him down and forced him to watch it. Me and Isaac quote this show all the time. And dude, I cannot wait for another season of this. I hope this show never gets canceled. Or I hope he never runs out of ideas.
Yeah.
This is just perfect. Ben, you need to watch it.
I know.
The Killer.
Thankfully it's on like okay, because it is David Fincher, it's opening night. But that is the only reason why. Like my top 3 directors being David Fincher, of course I'm opening night. I don't know anything about it. I know Michael Fassbender is the main character. He's a spectacular actor. What more could I ask for? So that's
probably
going to be
like the Asteroid City logic for The Killer, where it's just like we don't know much about it, but we know enough based on who's making it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's better than how like what Mank was.
Yeah, I don't have as much as a connection to David Fincher as you. What's stuff that he's made that I would have seen?
Zodiac,
Zodiac,
Social Network,
Social
Fight
Network.
Club,
Never seen
Gone
Fight Club.
Girl,
Never seen that.
The Game,
Never seen that.
Mank.
Mm-mm.
Um,
I know there was another one. It was Zodiac, Social Network, and one other that like surprised me.
Social Network,
No,
Fight
I've
Club.
seen that. No, I have not seen that.
Um,
Panic Room.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I've liked all the stuff I've seen from him. I just don't have that connection to him that you do. But I'll put an opening night for my boy Ben.
Thanks.
Killers of the Flower Moon. Martin Scorsese, Leonardo DiCaprio. If this was up to
Leo,
me,
Martin Scorsese,
I'd put it
Jesse
here. This is up
Plemons.
to me. Maybe here.
I'm a Rent It person.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Leo is spectacular. Who doesn't? He's really good. I think Jesse Plemons is really good too. I'm excited to see them both on screen. And it's like one of the goats when it comes to directing. So it's like
Absolutely.
how it'll be hard for me not to watch it in theaters just for the simple sake that like I don't know how many more opportunities I'm gonna have to watch a Scorsese film in theaters.
Right.
So I'm a probably catch it in theaters person, but I can respect your Rent It.
I don't think I've ever seen a Martin Scorsese movie. So
Really?
I just, in the same way I don't have the connection to Fincher, I have even less of a connection to Scorsese. I
Mhm.
respect that he's like the best of the best and all that stuff, but out of personal experience, I just don't have it enough to be excited for this.
Right.
You know?
I know nothing about it, and the title itself is kind of bad. I don't like it at all. Does not get me excited, but it's the names on why I'm going to watch
Right.
it.
And
Um,
up until
unlike
recently, Leonardo DiCaprio's had a pretty spotless record. So
yeah,
yeah.
and I mean now, speaking of titles, Craven,
Raven.
which is our next movie. I'm not watching this at all. I could be
I'll meet in the middle and put it at Rent It.
what,
Listen, I put
dude? What are you excited about here?
DC stuff Rent It below, right? Except for the
Yeah.
Flash. Oh wait, no, the Flash is right here. DC stuff is Rent It and below. Marvel has a step up for me. Even Sony Marvel. All right. Because even with Sony Marvel, even with Morbius, and even with Venom 2, I still have a good time. Craven, I don't think it's gonna be good. I don't like that it's a thing. I hate the idea of Sony's anything that Sony makes that's not Spider-Verse in the Marvel universe. I'm not a fan of on a conceptual level. I don't think this is gonna be great at all. I'm so intrigued by it, and also Aaron Tyler Johnson is really good. So
Wait, is he the
he's
lead?
Craven. He's Craven. Yeah.
Well, okay. I might stream it. Here's the thing is that I also have to watch movies for our end of the year best and worst thing. So a lot of these movies that are in my like never watching it, I'm probably going to end up watching it
Right.
because I need to find bad movies.
Which, by the way, we don't have anything and never watching it yet. And looking
because
at the
you
list,
are some stupid sucker.
looking at the list, I think we're only gonna have one.
One or
But
two.
we don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. But I will respect your opinion and I will put it in Rent It, middle of the road. Little Mermaid.
I'm excited for this. I really am.
I could not care less about this movie. I have been completely like turned away from the Disney remakes. Really,
it gives me hope, but also I hate how Sebastian and Flounder look.
how they're just like normal creatures.
Yeah, but Halle Berry does sound amazing in it. So and I believe Lin-Manuel Miranda has some help with the music. So,
but every of the ones that I've seen of the I almost said Marvel of the Disney remakes I've seen, all the good parts are just things that were done better in the originals.
and that's true too.
None of these has any reason to exist. If this was up to me, I'd probably never watch it.
What? Okay, I'm gonna at least stream it.
Right. No, right. But even if I don't watch it, I'm probably gonna see it in theaters with my family. It took me. I still think I've never seen the Lion King remake.
Don't. I watched that stupid thing in theaters.
Yeah. Loki season 2.
Kihei Kwan is in it, and I am probably gonna watch it when it comes out on Wednesday. Not this Wednesday.
Are you talking opening night or are you talking theaters?
I'm an opening night person for this one.
That's fair. Honestly, I think Loki was fantastic. Like season
Up until
1.
the end.
I thought it was pretty good all the way through.
We're not debating Loki.
We're not
okay?
debating Loki, but what I'm saying is it has a universe, not universe. It has a style that I like. I like the characters, all that stuff. And then you just sweeten the deal with Ke Kwan, honestly.
Yeah. No, Key is the only reason. No, not the only. Key is one of many reasons why I'm super excited for this. So yeah. And I think Loki is arguably, like, I'm having a hard time thinking of shows. I think I liked Hawkeye a bit better, but I think Loki is like the second best Disney Plus show that they made. So
Yeah. What's the
yeah,
first?
Hawkeye.
That's
I
fair.
really like Hawkeye,
I
but for
really
the
like Hawkeye as well.
yeah. All right.
Maestro.
I know nothing about this. I know
No.
Bradley Cooper is directing it, and it's a musical, and Jeremy Strong is in it. So of course, like, yeah, I'm gonna watch it for sure with Jeremy Strong and anything. But directed by Bradley. I don't know much about it, so I'm gonna put it and rent it. It'll
Yeah,
probably go up the list when trailers start coming out.
that's true. But for now, it's just too early along to really.
Exactly. Like, my hype is not really there.
Yeah, here's the thing. There are some things that are coming out. Like we have them up here, like Asteroid City, The Killer. We don't like we have the same amount of knowledge about those that we do with this. But it's just the premise doesn't seem as interesting to me, honestly. And the people aren't as much of a draw. Wes Anderson does not a Bradley Cooper make. I don't think that's how that phrase goes, but Bradley Cooper is not Wes Anderson. Jeremy Strong is really great, but I don't
hope
know.
he sings in the musical. That's
I
all
hope
I'm
we
hoping
get
for.
a new rendition of L to the OG.
OG, yes, it's the full
Dude with
length.
the OG.
It's an Oscar nominated best original song. And he
Yeah.
just has to perform it.
And live.
Yeah. He's wearing the like baseball jersey.
Yeah.
The Marvels.
Where do you have this, Ben? Because I already know I don't agree with you.
I'm looking forward to it.
Really?
Yeah. I saw the trailer and it looks corny. It looks simple, but I do like the chemistry, and also I like looks like they're giving more like Captain Marvel more like to
Character?
play with this.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's why I'm excited, because I love Brie Larson as an actress. Like, she is so
She's
good.
fantastic. Yeah.
And she was so underutilized in the first
Yeah.
movie. Man, we are the same person.
Dude, that's
Kiss
crazy.
me
We should
now.
start a podcast.
But no, I like we said, she's so underutilized in the first movie, and I'm actually really excited to see how she does.
Did
in
you
this
watch
movie.
Miss Marvel?
I watched Miss Marvel. I didn't finish it, but I really do like
I like
Kamala Khan.
Yeah.
I don't know what her actress's name
So
is.
what do you
but,
think between these? It's
I'm
Iman Vellani.
gonna catch it in theaters. I'm not opening
All right.
night. But I'm gonna catch it in theaters.
I would put it opening night, but I'll respect you. Migration.
It's obviously gonna be opening night. Psych! It's late April Fool's joke. We're not doing that. We're not watching this. That movie looks awful.
We'll probably do an episode on it.
No, we're not going to.
But we'll never watch it.
We're never gonna watch it. It will most likely be in our worst list.
This looks like a straight to DVD kind of thing.
It does. Like it. Yeah, it does.
I got major Alpha and Omega vibes from this kind of thing.
Yeah,
which
I got like
child,
Romeo and Juliet vibes.
I this gives me Boss Baby vibes.
Honestly, Boss Baby is probably better than
Oscar nominated Boss Baby. Mission Impossible.
Was it nominated for best?
It was.
Wow.
Mission Impossible, I forget the subtitle, but the new one.
Yeah.
Dead Reckoning or something, part 1.
So
what's your history with Mission Impossible?
I've watched all of them except for the third one, because my parents don't let me watch that one because it had a sex scene in it. And I was younger at the time when I was watching them.
Right.
But I watched every single one of them with my parents though. Nice. And I think that's just kind of like a fun thing that we do. The story's pretty basic, it's like, oh, whatever. But I think the stunts alone, just to watch what insane thing Tom Cruise has next that he's gonna do, is very fun to watch. But also, like, I'm just a sucker for good spy movies, and typically they've been doing really well with like the spy, / heist movie that they always do. Right. So I'm a big fan of this. As for opening night, probably not I'll watch it with my parents though. If that's an option. So catch it in theaters.
I'll follow you because I have only seen the first one. Like kind of similar to Indiana Jones. I've been needing a reason to watch the other ones.
Yeah.
And apparently the other ones that came out recently weren't that reason. Maybe this will be the reason. Who knows? Oppenheimer.
It's opening night for me just because Barbie is the same day.
Here's the deal. Hype levels. I'm
not excited for it. But listen, Cameron, we are watching this
we
opening
are
night,
watching
though.
this
That's
opening
what's
night
funny.
technically, but we're not.
But
This is not a legitimate list. This is just hype levels. And if it's hype levels,
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan is cool. I want to see how Josh Peck is in this movie, but like I don't care about the guy. Like I don't care about his life.
Right. As far as my hype goes, I was hyped for Tenet, and it was not good.
I've
in my
actually still
opinion.
not seen that. That's what's crazy.
In my opinion, I don't think Tenet is good. But I'm not a big Nolan fanboy. I used to be. You know, I like his
I still
stuff.
haven't seen
Interstellar.
Dunkirk either. That's
I haven't
crazy.
seen Dunkirk either, but I like Interstellar. You know, Dark Knight is Dark Knight. But
Where you
I'm really excited for this for the simple sake that like we're watching Barbie the same day, and I'm so excited to mentally feel the different like universal shifts that I'm going to experience. So my hype level is opening night for the simple sake. If Barbie was coming out a day after, this would be lower.
All right. I'm gonna still put it in Catch It in theaters though.
That's fine.
Because you're not hype about it because of the movie.
Yeah.
Also, I have just a side note. I think I still have a grudge against Dunkirk. I probably would have watched it by now if it didn't beat Baby Driver at the audio awards. Like the technical like audio mixing. What a stupid thing. Poor Things. I forget what this is.
So this is I got you. It's an upcoming like sci-fi romantic film, but it's directed by Yorgos Lanthimos.
Oh, Lobster Boy.
The Lobster Boy. Known his name's not, I mean, he made The Lobster. But this is getting a lot of good buzz as far as like this is gonna be up for some awards. We have Emma Stone in it, and she's also really good too.
Yeah.
She has pretty much been in like only bangers. Like she has like a spectacular career.
Cruella.
Now, Amazing Spider-Man 2, on the other hand, not a banger, but she was still good in it. She died in it. So rest in peace. But I'm excited. This is based off of a book, and I believe it's about like, I don't know. It's about like it's a dark comedy, I believe. Also, when I was looking up some like the article I read, they didn't say dark comedy, they said black comedy.
That's just another way to say it.
Yeah, but that wasn't what I was thinking of. So yeah, as for this,
okay.
I'm gonna catch it in theaters, but like because of like the guy who's making it. And
that's fair. I'm not super excited about it. That's because I've really only seen Lobster from him. I liked it. It's not like it's not making me super excited for his future stuff. I'm more excited to watch The Killing of a Sacred Deer on my own time than I am to watch this new movie. And that's just because I've heard more about it. That really probably has nothing to do with the movie itself. What's this movie here, Ben? What's this next one up here, Ben?
I'm not watching this because it's not coming out.
It's Revengers 2 Heroes Never Die. Reports say that they're going to try to get it out this year. And Ben's, it's probably in the same boat as the Community movie, where people are more hopeful for it than it is really going to happen. But, you never know.
You never know.
But Ben, assuming this does get a theater run, would you watch it opening night?
I have to.
Love that you're excited about it. Rogue Squadron.
I'm not watching this.
You're not watching it?
No. Because I have very little interest in these Star Wars shows right now. I hear Mandalorian
this is a movie.
Is not great. What?
This is a movie.
It being a movie makes it better. I will say. I would rent it then.
Yeah.
Because I like Star Wars and I like watching this stuff in theaters. I was gonna say that their shows are like really like kind of hard to get into right now. But
they need to find their footing just like Marvel does. I just think they need to find it a little bit faster. Because me and Isaac were talking about this. Marvel and Star Wars in terms of their Disney Plus shows are at the same level of quality, but Star Wars, like Marvel's releasing them so much faster. So there's more opportunity for them to improve. But like Star Wars, they're at the same level of quality, but we only get like one every 6 months. So
Yeah.
Speaking of Secret Invasion, the trailers
So
for this looks awesome. Also, this is a fan made poster. Shout out to the fan who made this.
I was
Uh,
gonna say, isn't Olivia Colman in this?
yes, she is,
So
and
I
so
was gonna
is
say,
Game of Thrones lady.
yeah, Daenerys Targaryen, Emilia Clarke. Those two alone are the sole reason why I will watch this. I love Olivia Colman, she's great, and Emilia Clarke is really good. So I'm gonna probably watch it when it comes out. Thankfully, it doesn't come out at a later time. Like, okay, I I would catch it in theaters for
Yeah.
me because I have to think of to put every show on an even playing field. Like, I have to assume that they come out like past my bedtime type thing. And am I willing to stay up later to
Yeah.
watch? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like with Loki, I'm willing to because I'm excited for Key. Invincible, absolutely. You know what? Barry, absolutely.
Right.
So
Not
yeah,
Secret Invasion.
not Secret Invasion because I'm not as excited for this.
I am super excited for this because the trailer looks interesting. It looks different than what they've been doing lately. Marvel's been doing lately. Like you said, those actors really help out. I just like Nick Fury and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Scrolls are a very interesting thing. I know that this is supposed to be a really interesting line in the comics. My thing is the trailer for the Marvels kind of puts this in jeopardy for me because it shows Nick Fury. So I need to know when the Marvels takes place, and if it takes place after Secret Invasion, that's
No
gonna be a
one
problem for
knows
me.
how strict you are with this timeline and
No,
like
no,
how
no, no,
you
no.
know all of
It's
it.
not like a strict thing. I just want to know, like, does this trailer kind of do the Far From Home thing where it just spoils that everything's okay at the end? Yeah, we know, but like, I didn't want to know Spider-Man comes back officially, you know, from Infinity War. The last thing, like, Spider-Man gets dusted. Oh, what's that? A trailer for his next movie? Like, same thing's kind of here. I thought for a while there was a genuine chance Nick Fury dies in this. And now I don't know because of the Marvels trailer. So I just need to know timeline wise where this happens.
Who knows?
Um, Shelby Oaks, Chris Stuckman's movie.
I
You go ahead.
No, you go.
Okay. I if this was not made by Chris Stuckman, I probably wouldn't care.
Uh-huh.
But I've seen like the free, I haven't been able to back him on any of the stuff, but so I've seen like the free versions of his behind the scenes stuff. He looks super passionate about this stuff, and I just love it when people
Mhm.
get to do what they like love doing and all that stuff. And I would love to support him by seeing it opening night if it does get a theater run near me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I know,
Yeah.
doesn't he live in like Illinois or something? Because if it's
I thought
close enough, if he has like a local thing, maybe we could go see it.
he lives in
But
Ohio, I believe.
yeah, so maybe we could go see it if it is just like a local thing. But that's a decision for another day. What about you, Ben? How do you feel about this?
I'm same boat. I wouldn't watch it if it wasn't Chris Stuckman, but like one of my favorite YouTubers, one of my favorite content creators, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And like you said, I just love it that like he is super excited about he started talking about this before like the script
Right.
was finished. You know what I mean? So it's really cool to see that it is made and he actually got a legit cast to do it. It's like
And
super
he's been like destroying all of his goals. He got every single stretch goal he wanted on the Kickstarter or whatever platform he
yeah,
used.
he's killing it. Like he is super confident in this too, which is amazing. So yeah.
What I want for this is I want this to kind of kickstart a larger career, I don't want
No,
this to
yeah.
be like he made a movie kind of thing. It's like I
Mhm.
if this movie
It'd
makes
be
his
the
channel
first
disappear,
YouTuber to like actual like
it's the first one that I would know about. I'm sure there's been others, but
maybe.
if this movie makes his channel disappear and he just kind of makes movies the rest of his life, I wouldn't have a problem with that because I know that's what he wants to do more. Um,
Absolutely. That's our dream, Cameron.
yeah, I hate this podcast. I can't wait to be done with it so I can make real movies.
I can't wait till we're just super busy with our lives, but we're so committed to releasing weekly though.
Yeah,
So
man.
it's like no.
All right, John, my child, I would give you Christmas present, but father must buy podcasts. Okay, so
What?
so
That was dumb.
yeah, Sisu, Nazi killer John Wick.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, me a few days ago would put it in opening night. I love John Wick style
What?
movies, and the same like I see this in the same level as Nobody. That and like John Wick, that trailer looked awesome, and it still does. Like the action stuff they show looks awesome. I'm going to now catch it in theaters because the new trailer that just came out breaks my number one rule for one of okay, I have like a few rules for trailers that they should not break. One,
Okay.
don't tell me your entire plot in the trailer, please. I don't want to. I want to see the movie. I don't want to feel like I've already seen the movie. And
Right.
two, don't put social media quotes in your trailer. The new
What do
trailer
you
has
mean?
like they were like quoting tweets. Like I can't wait to see this from Twitter or this looks so cool from YouTube. That shows that you had no good things, no one had anything good to say in official like reviews. If you're relying on people who don't have actual credentials to now, if you want to quote us, that's different. But quoting Joe Schmo on, who cares.net is not the same as quoting like a New York Times or whatever review stuff or like an IGN even. Like it's just random Twitter quotes. If I see the Twitter logo in your trailer and it's not a movie about Twitter, I'm probably gonna feel less about your movie.
That's crazy. I don't care. Like, I'll catch it in theaters for
Yeah.
sure.
Spider-Man Spider-Verse 2.
This is pretty obvious.
This
We're
is
not gonna
definitely
see it.
opening night. Definitely opening night.
Yeah,
Can't wait to see the Fortnite guy on the big screen.
I don't know what you were talking about
The
for that.
Fortnite Spider-Man is in the trailer. He walks.
There's a different Fortnite. I don't.
The
Whatever.
Fortnite Zero
I'll
Point
believe you.
Spider-Man.
What?
That's what it's called. Yeah.
Okay. Get a life.
I'm actually, honestly, what I'm excited to see in this movie is the Japanese Spider-Man. I want to know if they're going to give him a gun because he had a gun in his show. So, yeah.
Yeah.
We're in the home stretch, Ben. We're in the home stretch.
All right.
Star Wars Vision Season 2.
Season 1, I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch that, and I never did. So
Yeah, I've only seen a few episodes.
I'm probably not going to watch this.
I would say stream it, but I still haven't finished Season 1.
If one of them is made by Ghibli, then yeah, I would watch.
One of them is made by the Wallace and Gromit studio.
Then yes, I'll watch that one.
Stream it.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Strays.
No, dude.
Never watching it.
That's like on our Megan debate, dude. It was like, yeah, so dumb.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Mutant Mayhem. First of all, this is probably the first movie to ever exist that has the word mutant in it twice. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem.
Oh wow.
I would not care about this if the art style didn't look so good.
Yeah, it looks
Because
really
I'm not
good.
huge into the Ninja Turtles. But
yeah.
So I might catch it in theaters. What do you think?
I'll catch it in theaters.
Yeah.
Maybe. I might. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. It looks pretty neat.
Yeah.
Transformers Rise of the Beasts or whatever it's called.
No, I'm not gonna watch it.
I am not caught up with the Transformers, and unlike Hunger Games and Indiana Jones and Mission Impossible and Fast and Furious, I am not looking for a reason to finish that series.
Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna watch this. I watched the Sam Witwicky ones. I love them. And I even tried watching the Mark Wahlberg ones, and I watched the first two, but like they're just not great. And they're long.
They are very long. I will probably watch this if my dad wants to see it because he's huge in the Transformers. But if it was up to me, I'd never see it. So what are you thinking, Ben?
I'm doing never watch it, but you can do what you want.
This is my hype levels. This is not my dad's hype levels. I'm never watching it.
All right.
Trolls.
I'm never watching it.
I might stream it.
Why?
Just kidding. I haven't even seen the sequel. I'm not caught up.
You haven't seen the first one or
I
the
have
second
seen
one?
the first one.
Oh, okay.
I watched the first one in theaters and I watched it a few times actually. Not in theaters, but like Lifetime. Singing killed my grandma, okay? One of the all-time best quotes probably ever. All right.
I don't know.
Have you not seen the first one?
No. It's Trolls.
Okay. Here's some background. In in the first one, one of the characters is sad, and they're like, "Come on, man, just sing. Singing will make you happy." And then dramatic music plays, and he's like, "Singing killed my grandma." Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa. That's impressive.
What if season 2? That's probably
Yeah.
yeah.
Like the great thing about having a brother that's really into the Marvel projects is that he watches them and tells me if it's worth watching as a
Yeah.
show, or if he could just catch me up and tell me what happens. That's what I did with all of What If except for the last episode.
Did you watch the last episode?
Yeah, because
Okay,
Isaac said
yeah.
it was really good and like
Yeah.
it was worth it. And I was like, yeah, oh, it's great. I love it. But same thing, it was like uh with Moon Knight. I was like, dude, I was not into Moon Knight at all. I was like, Isaac, is it worth watching? He was like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm fine then.
Yeah.
So then he told me the story, and now I'm good for whenever Moon Knight's in another project. I'm like, oh, I understand it now.
I understand that reference. Okay, but they really shot themselves in the foot with season 1 being the first episode being probably the worst in the season
Yeah.
because it is just a beat for beat remake of the Captain America movie with a different character. That being said, the other episodes got pretty good. Party Thor was kind of meh, but there was some good stuff in there. They're even making a spin-off series of What If called Marvel Zombies, which will be the
Oh.
first TV mature Disney Plus Marvel show. Which is gonna be interesting.
That's kind of weird.
I don't know
How?
why, but they're probably just testing the waters. And finally,
Wonka.
I know we're all excited for this. Timothy Chalamet, Wonka.
Yeah, yeah.
What are you thinking?
I'm gonna catch it in theaters.
Really?
Yeah.
I would rent it at best, probably stream it.
Really?
But that's because, first of all, I've never seen the original. Second of all, why does it exist? We don't.
That's a good question. I hear it's a musical, isn't it?
Really.
I don't know if it is or not. If it is, then I'm excited. If it isn't, I'm interested. Like, I don't know. I've seen the other two, the first two, like Willy Wonka's.
Yeah. If they
they're
give out
fine.
free candy like they did with Cocaine Bear, I might see it. Which, by the way,
I don't know.
when I was doing research for this to see what stuff is coming out this year, there's a company who's making like a really like obvious blatant ripoff of Cocaine Bear called Meth Alligator.
Wow. Also, we can lower Wonka to rent it. I don't know. Me talking about it makes it seem not
Yeah.
that good.
So
All right.
I'd probably put Meth Alligator and catch it in theaters.
All right. Well, guys, that is the list. That
This
is
is our
all the
tier
movies that
list.
are coming out this year. So
Every
yeah.
single one, plus Meth Alligator.
Yeah, we forgot to put Meth Alligator.
So Ben, we already know the general idea. What is the thing you're most excited for on our list?
That is like hard, man. I would say my hype level, it's tied between a few movies. All right.
Yeah.
We got Barbie, Asteroid City, Guardians, and the Community movie, and
Yeah.
The Killer.
Okay.
I would like, okay.
Gonna have to narrow that down a little bit.
All right, if Community was 100% coming out this year, I would 100%, that'd probably be my number one I'm most excited for. The fact that it isn't, it's, if I had to narrow it between two movies, it's Barbie and Asteroid City for me. I know we've got like other award, stuff that's gonna be coming out that probably are not even on this list. You know what I mean?
Right.
That we won't find out till December. But as of right now, my excitement is very high for Barbie and Asteroid City.
Awesome.
So, what about you?
So I do have, just like you, a few things, namely Guardians, Community, Barry, and I Think You Should Leave. I'm not counting Avengers 2 because I'm too biased, but me and Isaac have talked about when that comes out, that is probably going to be some of our favorite movies of all time. Because we made it. So it, but I would say, as excited I am for Guardians and all that stuff, I would say probably the Community movie, like you said. And then like I think I'm more excited for I Think You Should Leave than Barry.
Really?
Yeah. Even though like Barry's definitely gonna be more impactful and all that stuff, I Think You Should Leave is just so rare. It's just you don't see anything like it.
Yeah.
So I think you should leave his up there. And then also, if the Community movie doesn't count, probably Guardians.
Yeah. Has this ever happened to you? You love this podcast so much and you just never want it to end, but then it ends.